Happy Tuesday. Catherine Hood here, or some of you call me Coach Catherine, those of you that are clients of mine, past, present, or future. Welcome to my weekly Tuesday Live. We are on the air, so thank you. I do want to talk today about how my own personal thoughts have evolved. I kind of put a post out wanting to hear from you guys what you wanted me to talk about this week. I don't do that too often. Usually I go with whatever my heart desires, but I thought I would talk about how my thoughts have evolved. A lot of what I talk about, especially recently, has been more in the realm of the mindset. Things that we think generates feelings, and those feelings generate action or non-action. So I kind of wanted to talk about how my thoughts have evolved and how they kept me from not getting where I wanted to go or what I really wanted to achieve. And truthfully, prior to my journey, before I started on my health journey, if you want to call it, I was way out of balance. Like my life was completely way out of balance. And if you would have told me that, I would have just flipped you off and been like, screw you. I totally wouldn't have seen it that way. I didn't see it that way. I didn't know really what was wrong. I knew that there was something, like my life was just not like I wanted it. That's all I knew. Like I felt my body and it was like squishy in places that I didn't want it to be squishy. Like my body was just changing and it really wasn't what I wanted it to be. But most of all, I felt horrible inside. Like if I could tell you what it was like looking back now compared to what I feel like now, it was dark. It was gloomy. It had cobwebs. It was just, although I was having a lot of fun and traveling and doing a lot, I was just way out of balance. Like my career was number one, my family was number two, and I was like number 20. Like I didn't see it that way. I didn't realize that. I didn't know that at the time, but truthfully, that's what was really going on. But your thoughts are incredibly powerful. How you think about things, how you view things, if you're open or closed, those two things will impact how you move forward or you don't move forward, how you stay stuck, how you keep going into this habitual weight loss, weight gain, you just kind of like this pity party, right? That's what ends up happening. So I was completely out of balance, and it all had to do with my thoughts. My thoughts were toxic. I kept myself in this deep, dark place. So some thoughts I used to have that held me back, I'll go through. I wrote a huge list, like I was brainstorming earlier, but I didn't like water at all, period. Like I drank no water, none. Like water was gross to me. I was that annoying person that you would take to the restaurant and take a sip of the water and be like, oh, it tastes like chlorine. Oh, it tastes weird. Oh, the water is weird and has a smell or a funkiness to it. Look, the water's not clear. Whatever. Nowadays, I'm completely different. I'm like, water, chug it back. Water, chug it back. Like, I don't care. I drink water. Water. Now, I do care about the quality, so I'm a little bit exaggerating, but I was that annoying person that would always complain about the water at the restaurant. Don't be that person. That person is annoying. Don't be that person. Shut up. If you have a problem with the water, just shut up. Just trust me. Life will be so much easier. I was that person. People that worked out, I thought they were weird. I'm like, why would you waste your money? Why would you waste your time? You've got to drive 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever. You got to drive there. You got to drive back. You got to shower. You got to have all the gym equipment. You got to pay for the gym. You got to pay for this, pay for that. I was completely backwards. Like I didn't realize that time was dedicated time where I could leave work on the outside of the door, walk in, and just relax and let stress go away. Like that to me is such an amazing time of day. I love it. As I'm recording this, I actually don't have a gym membership, but I do have dedicated time to work out. In fact, it's right after I do this live. Like I'm going to change. I've got my dedicated time. Like the world is shut off. I have my own little space. And I keep buying little gadgets and little doodads and little fun things to use in my little workout space. And I can't wait till we move into our new house, and I'm going to have that all set up as well. But I look forward to that time. I really appreciate that time. And when I started my journey, I hired a coach, I hired a trainer, paid for that expensive $210 a month. Yes, $210 a month gym membership for my entire family, plus the locker, plus personal training, plus a coach. I paid for it all because I knew it was an investment. Like, I was told it's an investment. I bought off on it, and I'm like, I'm going to dedicate one solid year to this journey. And I did. Actually, 18 months from that day that I signed up, I was on stage and I won my first bodybuilding competition. If you were to, and in fact, actually, I would say probably 3 weeks into my gym membership, I was told I should do bodybuilding. And I was like, girl, you're crazy. Never will I do that. And I love it. So again, my thoughts back then are completely different than they are now. I'm much more open to anything. Like, I'm willing to try almost anything and enjoy life and experiences because I used to be so closed off. Like, I was so negative and toxic. Anyways, but so I used to think people that worked out were weird. It's a waste of money, a waste of time. I saw it to be beneficial to move my body and use it, but I always wanted it to be productive, like shoveling something, like even if it's gravel or snow or raking. I always thought that you needed to be physically doing something that was productive. Like, I'm like, this is so much better. Like, I'm getting something done. But here's what I know now after having a personal training certification and going through all of that and learning so much about my body. And I created a lot of imbalances, which in turn created a lot of injuries. I've had multiple surgeries. I've had 2 back surgeries, a knee surgery, a hernia repair. Yeah, I've been through it. Like, I was so wrong. So wrong. All right, so coffee was my breakfast. Actually, coffee was my breakfast and my lunch. Like, I lived on it. Like, I joked about having like an IV. If I could have an IV, that's how I would live. So wrong. My body was telling me you need to put food in your body, but I was putting caffeine in my body. Like, I wasn't listening to my body. I was, again, wrong thoughts, bad idea, don't do that, wrong. I always thought too, like, if I started to feel like I was gaining weight or my clothes were fitting a little bit tighter, I would just eat less, okay? I would eat less, and that's so wrong. I thought, oh, I'll just eat less and less and less and less, and yeah, totally wrong. My body was like holding on for dear life, all that stored body fat. Like, it's don't do that. Don't do what I did. I did everything wrong, as you're going to see. So chicken nuggets. Like, I would take my kids to McDonald's, and I was like, oh, protein's healthy. Let me order some chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets are healthy. I won't use much sauce. I'll just use a little bit. But I won't get the burger because the burger is unhealthy. I'll get the chicken nuggets. I truly, honestly thought chicken nuggets were healthy. I also thought vitamins were a gimmick. In fact, I could not swallow pills. Like, even like the tiny little Advils. I'm like, oh, my throat closes up. I can't do it. Me now, zoom forward to today, I take a lot of vitamins. A lot. In fact, I can throw in probably like 5 or 6 of those long, big capsules, and I swallow one time, one swallow, no big deal. No problem. Like, it's mind over matter, people. Like, if you are picky, if that's your belief, and it's your belief to change, you can change your thoughts. I'm living proof of it. All right, so I didn't drink water unless it was tasteless or cold. I think I covered that already. So I would starve all week and eat what I wanted on the weekend. Like, I thought that was okay. Like, that's fine. Like, I'll just starve. Like, it was like this all or nothing. Like, ugh. It was just horrible and mean and terrible to my body and my mind. And I was operating on fumes. Like, I don't even know how I survived. Like, did I take years off my life? Maybe. I don't know. It was terrible. Really bad. But I would eat what I wanted on the weekend because I was healthy all week. Or I, starved myself. Maybe like 400 or 500 calories each day. But then on the weekends, yeah, party. Terrible. Don't do that. Absolutely the worst. I also thought I could drink my calories in alcohol. Yeah, that's a thing. Like I was like so stressed out. My stress was just through the roof. And I thought, oh, alcohol. Ease the pressure, ease the pain, drown my problems. Not that I was an alcoholic by any means, but I always thought this is okay because I haven't eaten anything all day, so it's fine. Not good. Not. I mean, here's the thing. I don't like feeling out of control, so that's the other factor too. So I was like, this isn't working. So there's that issue as well. But here's the other thing. With the stress load that I had, it would always like peak in December at the end of the year. And what would end up happening is my immune system, my body would crash. And every January for 3 weeks, I would be sick. Every January. Like I could predict it. Like I could tell you, it's going to happen any minute now. I cannot tell you, every January, I would always end up in the urgent care. Why? Because of all this stress and how horrible I took care of my body, how painfully terrible I was. I did everything wrong. I also thought too, by eating salad, again, eating salad that was horrible, that I didn't like I didn't learn how to make good salad. Like now, like I'm super creative. The darker the greens, the better. I love different textures. I add a lot of different colors in there. I'm just super, super creative. Like I go, luckily I'm here in Spokane, Washington. I have a lot of options. So I am always really creative what ingredients I pick up. And I chop them up, and I usually have chopped salad about 3 days out of the week. Like I'll chop it up, put it in the refrigerator, and I'll have it for like 3 days. Not every meal, like 1 or 2 meals a day, like not super big deal. But I thought I had to live on salad. Like that's what I thought I had to do. Like I thought salad is it, you know. Wouldn't have any protein, just like eat lettuce. Like I just need to chew something, just pretend like I'm eating, you know. I did it all wrong, totally wrong. Here's what my first original goal was when I started my journey. I was like, I want to be what I weighed when I was in high school. Many of you know, you go to a gym, you start a membership, or you meet with a personal trainer. That's the first thing they ask. What is your goal? Here's what I said. I want to be 118 pounds, and I want to be toned. Because that was the thing that you said back then. I want to be toned. I want to be 118 pounds and toned. Right now, I freaking love my body, and I'm 136 pounds, and I love my body. I am far from 118 pounds, and I don't care. Like, I don't care what the number on the scale is at all. And the only reason why I know what I weigh is because I weighed myself because I'm starting my prep for my next show. But truthfully, when I get on stage, I don't even know what I weigh on stage. I have no clue. I want to guess about 126 pounds, roughly. Like that's real close, maybe 128. I love my body. Like I don't really care about that number. And I think a lot of people get really hyper focused on that number and it messes with your head. Like it just screws with your head because I don't know all the factors. I'm probably going to miss out on 30 of them, but there's so many different factors that move that scale that you can't predict, right? You can't let that shame you. So don't do that. So what else? Oh, and I thought by getting 118 pounds, that would make me happy. That number doesn't make you happy. It's all in here. It's your thoughts. Your thoughts are what make you happy. You need to change your thoughts. Your thoughts and your beliefs are for you to change. And if you need help, I can help you. But you've got to know that what happiness is right now. If we haven't learned that from the last year of what we've been dealing with, you've got to realize you've got to get rid of all the toxic shit out of your life. Stop watching the doom and gloom and whatever it is that makes your gut hurt, makes you angry, makes you upset. Cut it out of your life. That could be people, that could be places, that could be things, could be a job, could be whatever. Get them out of your life and learn to be happy. Like it's so incredible. It's such a relief. It's so much joy. In fact, this morning, something really ticked me off. And I was like, you know what? I have a choice. I can let this control me. I can let this screw up my whole day. Or I can just blow it off. Don't let it in and move on. And find something that makes me happy for a few minutes and then move on. And that's what I did. Like, just move on. Easy, right? I also thought that I could work off excess calories. And I thought those damn machines, the way they calculate how many calories you burn was like ridiculous. Like, that can't be true. And it actually isn't. Like, a lot of what they estimate on there is not true. Truly, if you do a really, really good workout, a good mix of weights and cardio, you're going to be burning calories for the next 36 hours anyways. But it's still not going to make up for that whole pizza that you ate. It's just not. Or that crazy drink that you get at Starbucks. It just doesn't. Like, stop going through the drive-through. Stop it. I also thought let's see what else. Fast results means I can go back to my old ways. That's what I was looking to achieve. Like I did the fads, a lot of the fads I did. I tested them out, to be honest with you, I did. One of the biggest ones that I did that was the biggest impact on my life was the waist trainers. My first coach that I hired, she made me sign a contract that I couldn't talk about or say anything in public of what the plan that she gave me was, and the plan had vitamins. And the vitamins that she told me to take, they made me very sick. I didn't realize that my body held on to iron, and I ended up having to donate a lot of blood to get my iron levels down. So that was a big faux pas. Don't do that. Get your iron levels checked. Get your blood work done before you start incorporating a bunch of vitamins, period, honestly. But so I had a lot of problems with that. That really was tough. I also, in that contract that I signed, was required to wear a waist trainer 12 hours a day. That weakened my core, which is your muscles that you need to stand up and function and to live. Like it weakened my core to such an excess that I do believe that was a big factor why I've had 2 back surgeries. Please do not wear waist trainers. I actually saw it on TikTok the other day and I was so pissed. I posted on there, please don't do that. And I don't know, I don't look at people when they comment back, like I ignore the comments, like they should probably hate it on me, but I was like, don't do that, you crazy. So yes, fast results. I was always looking for the shortcut. Don't do that. Don't look for the shortcut. Change your lifestyle, change your habit, change your environment, change your thoughts, and you will get success. It's slow and steady and wonderful and beautiful, and you'll be happy and you'll be glad that you did. But you know what? If you need help, I'm here for you. Reach out to me. I would love to help you and be honored to help you. But hi, Bob. Hi, Eric. Hi, Casey. Thank you. Hi, Brad. Thank you for saying hello. I appreciate the accolades and the comments. All right, guys. So that was it. I did go over my normal 15 minutes, but I kind of rambled a little bit. But I hope this was helpful. I hope that there were some little tips in there and a little bit about me that maybe helps you out. I'm here for you. Let me know if I can be of service to you and help you on your journey. All right, guys. Until next week. Bye.